Adrienne, Capricorntigress of Astrology, a little side. And it's Wednesday, another Wednesday. Okay, let me cut this down. Again, it's Adrienne, Capricorntigress of astrologyinside.com, coming to talk to you a little bit about stuff and talk about where the planets are, and maybe, if I got enough energy, I'll do some readings if that's what you guys might. I don't know if you guys like the reading so much. I don't know. Let me know what you like. You know what I mean? I'm going to make a series of videos about astrology in general. I don't know how you guys feel about the readings. You know what I mean? There's enough tarot readers out there. I've been doing it for years because I thought people liked it. But I don't know. You guys let me know if you prefer me to just stick with astrology, and I'll just talk about that, and of course run my mouth about current affairs, because that's what I really love to do. I of course I do my astrologies about it, but it's really just me running my mouth about whatever is going on in the world, and I enjoy running my mouth about those things. And so but I want to talk about where the planets are really quick, only because we've got a couple of retrogrades that we've been dealing with, like Jupiter's retrograde, Saturn's retrograde, Uranus is retrograde, Neptune is retrograde, Chiron, of course, right now is retrograde, and of course the North Node. But it's just the fact that there's this feeling of things going backwards and reverse, or I don't know. Like right now, and my frustration over what's going on with the election and Trump is very, very frustrating, because regardless if he wins or loses, it's the idea that it's this close. It should not be close. There's no way that man should be ever near the office of president, ever. There's nothing, there's no redeeming quality there. So I question, like, what is going on? It could just be straight out misogyny or racism or misogynoir, as my daughter likes to point out. It could be one of those, but I don't get it, because this guy is really not qualified. I mean, really. And completely not the right person for America. I said it in one of my last videos, but the damage of that choice is too much for our nation to withstand. I really foresee some really horrible things occurring if he gets anywhere near power. And of course, I don't think he'll last. It's basically just putting Vance in, because the guy will be most likely in prison if he gets. I don't even know if he'll be able to get convicted, because he'll pardon himself if he gets elected, right? So all of it, it's just so distasteful. Everything about it is completely distasteful to me. Mercury is on my Neptune, so of course I'm talking, and I might be talking in a way that you might find like, what is she talking about? Like, it's funny. I'm older, so I know about Donald Trump from years back. Like, I'm from Jersey as well, and we knew about Donald Trump and about his criminal activities and who he was. As a person from New Jersey, I knew that years ago. I mean, I'm talking like the 80s. Okay, because this guy was already filing bankruptcies, and they were already doing investigations, and he was already in trouble a lot. And how can I put this? I thought he was a made man. I'm from Jersey. I had worked in a company that was for the mob, and I always thought that Trump was part of it. I'm sorry. I always did. Now maybe he was, I don't know. We don't know, right? Look what's been going on. Like, this guy is getting numbers that shouldn't be, like, things happen around him that shouldn't happen. I just, I speak out, but there's always fear, like, the guy is dirty. I mean, there's no getting around it. We're talking about a dirty dude, man. He ain't never been clean. There's a guy who was the producer, I think, of The Apprentice here in America. He blames himself. He says he created The Apprentice. He created the imagery, the guy, the persona, and then America, of course, bought into this persona, and then this is what really he wrote in on, this persona. But that's not him. I keep trying to tell people the real Donald Trump is the guy you will keep seeing in prison. You hear people scream, lock him up. He's always been that guy. Yeah, I was only like 18, 19, 20 years old when I first heard he was a criminal. Like, it's years ago. Give you an example. The guy built like the casinos in Atlantic City and didn't pay people. Who builds entire freaking casinos and don't pay? We're talking millions of dollars, like hundreds of millions of dollars. How he ever got away with half the stuff he already got away with? It said this man has something like 4,200 court cases he's been involved in. Whether he's doing the suing or others are suing him. 4,000, y'all. That's not normal. We're talking about some abnormal things. This is an abnormal person, which we have started to realize after you start talking about Arnold Palmer's junk, right? Like, that's crazy. This guy is not even talking well anymore. It's because he's old. I mean, let's keep it real. He played on your emotions for like 2 years, 3 years, saying, "Oh, Biden's old." That was projection. Okay. The truth is, the guys were 2, 3 years max apart. They're both old. They were equally old. I've made videos about that. But Trump talks in projection. So a lot of times when he's talking, he could be talking about himself. You don't know because he's gotten accustomed to talking in projection because he's a malignant narcissist. I've said this before. All the professionals say that's so. And imagine we're dealing now with a malignant narcissist who is now older and dealing with aging in a bad way. In a very public way. It's not good, you guys. But I could have told you this was going to happen. I did, I think, tell you what was going to happen if you go back and listen to me close enough. Because I told you he has Pluto that was going retrograde in the 6th house and it was going to go direct, and it did. And he also has transiting Saturn if in what we would call the solar first house, because if you put Gemini in the first and it puts Saturn and Pisces up in the 10th. 10th house is your career, your reputation. I told you guys what was coming. You guys didn't listen. But it is what it is. Now, some of you guys are going out there and still voting for this man. And I'm asking myself, why? This is the man who said he wishes he had more loyal generals like Hitler, who literally is repeating his words in his speeches. And you guys are buying into it. It's rhetoric, it's propaganda. It's the same propaganda that got Hitler in the situation he got in. Why would you follow that? Why would you go for that? And I've already talked about the black men or women or whatever who go, how y'all doing? If you give this man any kind of power at this point, and who knows what kind of deals he's made to get the power, because I don't think he's getting these votes and getting where he's getting alone, especially since he's got people like Elon Musk pouring out unlimited money in his direction. I mean, giving away $1 million checks literally under investigation by the DOJ right now because that's illegal. You're not even allowed to give out things like that. You can't do it under the guise of having your friend do it. They're still doing it. Anyway, they're under investigation for election fraud. Because Elon is out there giving out $1 million checks to people because they voted. First of all, he wants to verify that you voted and all this kind of stuff and maybe who you voted for. All of that is so illegal. Ain't nobody supposed to know all that. If you choose to tell, that's one thing. But not to hold it over someone's head. I'll give you $1 million if you tell me all this and you register here and do what I say. That's That's a mastermind genius evil. I'm the richest man in the world. I'm going to pay $1 million for your vote. Like, oh my God. Like, sometimes I feel like, is this a cartoon? Is this like Pinky in the Brain? And I'm like, no, this is real. This is really happening. This is not Pinky in the Brain. This is the real thing. And it is scary because there's some of you guys, yeah, I laugh at it from afar, but I don't laugh at it at the idea of it actually occurring in my life. Like, I don't want that to be my president. I can laugh at the guy trying to be president again after doing so horribly. But the idea that you would vote him in on some stupid thing like freaking gas or egg prices or anything remotely like that, since he is not the person who was responsible for the low prices when we had them. Obama told you who it was. He had 75 straight months of like growth. It took Trump less than 3 years to tank everything he had done over 8 years. Just keep it real, you guys. Stop. Dude, there's a criminal trying to, it's like saying, oh yeah, it's okay to have the Joker be our president. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because at the end of the day, it's still the Joker. Guy's still crazy. He still has issues that we can't deal with. He doesn't really have a solution anyway. Everything Kamala is offering sounds way better than anything he's offering. I mean, a thing that man's offering that sounds good. Nothing. It's always about what he's going to do to people and how he's going to repay, revenge. I always say he's only running for office so he can stay out of prison. I said that the last time, and it's true. You know it's true. So I've been a little bit distressed that I've heard that Kamala's still winning, but I'm upset that he's getting a stronghold in places like North Carolina again, or Florida again, or Georgia again, or any of those places. We really want those places to stand up to this because we're counting on you. We're counting on you to make the right choice. And it just says a lot about us as people. Like I always say, there's only really 2 real reasons you wouldn't vote for Kamala. It's either misogynoir or straight out racism, because she is way more qualified. Whenever he says that she would tank the world or America and she's not qualified or she's too dumb or she can't put 2 sentences together, he's talking about himself. We see him not being able to put 2 sentences together. We see him saying stupid things. We saw him tank the country. Literally, 1 million people died. According to like the way Obama explained it, because our neighbors, per capita, we go by per capita, they lost 600,000 less people because they did things differently. Trump was not a good president. So when you say he was, first of all, I feel like it's gaslighting. You're trying to get us to believe something that is not true. It wasn't true then, so it's not going to be true now. They might have spilled or spun some stories about history, but it doesn't make it true. It was not ever true. It's a horrible person. Awful. I voted him out. And I'll be honest, I could not wait to vote him out. Like, he had to be voted out. Maybe because some of you guys are young or don't understand, but I don't recall a president that I really, except for Bush, I really wanted Bush out. Both Bushes. Sorry, I like Bush now, the younger one, but they just weren't, my cup of tea. And so I wanted them out, but it was nothing like this. I didn't have the fear or anything like this. This is something altogether different. This is not like the Republican Party. That's why so many Republicans are voting for Kamala, because they don't recognize their own party either. It's actually been taken over by the MAGA cult. It's a cult now. It's MAGA. It's, they say they're making America great again, but to what part of America? The man's been quoting things from 1789 and saying things like Lincoln should have made a better deal. Like, what the? You guys, I'm absolutely mortified. And a lot of people are saying he's got dementia, and that's why he's saying the things that he's saying. because they are horrific things that are being said. But it doesn't matter whether it's dementia, especially if it's dementia. That's even more reason not to vote for the guy. Like, this is not the time to vote for that guy. Maybe 8 years ago, you could have got away with it. You can't. This guy is not. No. I mean, you want a future, right? It's not about, like, I don't think it's about racism or color or anything like that, or money. You want a future. This is about, do we got a future or do we not got a future? Because I don't think we're going to have a future with that guy. Between Putin and Elon Musk and the richest guy, like, these are evil, like, what they call the evil, sinister antagonists that are basically buying into the presidency with this guy. This is not good. I heard that Trump was or that Putin had something over him, basically. I don't know about any of that. I just know I'm scared to give him a shot because, first of all, he's a rapist. And more women. You know, just because only one so far got, he's been proven to be a rapist doesn't mean that's the only one. There's tons, like a dozen or more women who he's done things to that are willing to say it publicly. So this is a predator. And I have been seeing stupid things like MAGA does dumb things. It's projection because he does projection, and then they go and repeat what he says and his projection. But they've been trying to show pictures of Kamala with Epstein. First of all, she's a female, and if she was with him, then she was in jeopardy herself. I'm just going to keep it real because she was obviously young, if that was truly real. I think that was Photoshop. But the fact is that Trump is, passenger XY. He's got a number and everything. Trump was a frequent flyer. Why would you show Epstein with anybody and try to use that as an example of why not to vote for somebody? When your dude that you're voting, that you got, is a frequent flyer to the island. Used the man's airplane just about a month ago. I think he's still flying around in it, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't even want to go into rumors about one of his sons intimated that he took him out. You guys, there's some stuff going on. And y'all gonna vote for that? That's a whole dumpster fire. We don't need to be nowhere near that dumpster fire. When you see fire, you run and you call for the fire department. That's what you do. You don't deal with it. We shouldn't be dealing with that. And did you see Kamala Harris came on today to talk about like a national PBS public service announcement about Trump? His aide, one of the generals, said the man was a fascist and was wanted to have be like Hitler or whatever. What? This is not anything we should be near. Okay? This is not anything we should be near. I have been telling you guys, as a astrologer, as a tarot reader, as a spiritual life coach, I've said repeatedly, it's dark. All I see around that man is darkness. And that is not good. That does not bode well for us. We need something better than darkness. With Kamala, I see light. A lot of light. She's, one of the things I found out is that Kamala is the one who's actually Christian. Trump's got the fundamentalist Christians calling them Jesus and everything else, and that man doesn't even know how to read a Bible. He don't even know the verses of the Bible. The man doesn't know nothing. He ain't no Christian. He played you. Obviously, I said that when it first came out, because I remember the moment Trump went from being regular Trump to Christian Trump. I remember because one day, all of a sudden, they had these priests, and they were putting their hands around him like he was some kind of, he needed a blessing. And I'm thinking, what are these? I got angry. I'm like, what are these preachers or whatever around him? He is evil. I said that then. It was like something like demonic. Now, I saw Kamala at a Baptist mega church, and she had a blessing from the church. They also wished her happy birthday. It was beautiful, by the way. And she came up and gave a speech. That woman is church bred, okay? She's a Baptist. So if you call yourself a Christian, especially you say you're fundamentalist Christian, this is a Black Baptist church-going woman. And y'all up here dealing with apostasy. Because if you read the Bible, you know they tell us that apostasy was coming. And I am not a big Christian now like I used to be. I used to be a gospel singer. I don't know if you guys know that. I was raised in the church, and I've been in several religions. I was raised as a United Methodist, also went to Baptist. My aunt was a Pentecostal Holy Roller. As I got older, I first tried to become a Jehovah's Witness. That didn't work out for me at all because I loved Michael Jackson. But I did become a Mormon and stayed a Mormon for 35 years. Oh yeah, I'm a Mormon. But I'm not really a practicing Mormon anymore, but I've not been, discommunicated or anything like that. And I tried my best to follow the words of wisdom to a certain extent. I drink green tea, which is probably not good, but I do not drink black tea. I will not touch it. Do not drink coffee. I will not touch it. And I used to smoke cigarettes. I do not touch that. Every once in a while, I might take a sip of tequila. I know that's wrong, but it's true. It's my go-to if I do it. But I'm not actually a drinker of anything else. I just can't tolerate that kind of stuff. And one of the things I think that I love the most about being or having been a Mormon, first of all, whether they're right or wrong or good or bad church or whatever, and this goes for all religions, it's the fact that I raised myself and my daughter in a way that I wanted to put positive and good first and foremost in my life. I've never wanted to go out and hurt anybody in my life. I've always wanted to stay as positive and uplifting and as close to living the teachings of the gospel as possible. Now, I am an astrologer. I'm very woo-woo, but Joseph Smith was woo-woo. He came out with his little stones. Nobody believed him, and he found the plates. That's very woo-woo. So, a lot of people don't understand me because some people will come at me like, hey, you're not even a Christian. And I'm like, who told you that? Been a Christian my whole life. Talk to God all the time. My testimony is so strong. I've had my skin grow back from blessings. I walk this day because I was blessed by the missionaries and my bishop. I was laying in the bed. My legs were big as logs. They say that blessings work or don't work based on your faith. And my faith has helped me lose 350 pounds and get out of a wheelchair after 7 years. I think sometimes we judge people unfairly. We see something that we've been taught is bad, and then we believe the person is bad. Like someone might see astrology, and they'll be like, oh, she's evil. She's of the whatever. How do you know that God did not set up this universe in a way for us to understand it the way I do, because he planned it that way? Everything is of God. Everything good of nature is of God. If I help somebody with it, it's good of nature. And when did it become the thing for us as humans to make the judgment? We are not the judge. What? You don't get the judge? You ain't God. You are not making a decision for him. You are not his secretary or his prime minister. You're not Michael or Gabriel or any of the guardian angels. You're none of that. You better worry about yourself. There is a thing in the Bible, a statement about worrying about the pole in so wait a minute, worrying about the needle or the whatever in someone else's eye when you got a whole pole in your own eye. Better get the pole out of your eye and deal with your own stuff. Too many people are passing judgment. This is, matter of fact, I believe that Trump's entire campaign is about passing judgment on others, putting others down. That's his whole thing. It's his whole shtick, is projecting his own weaknesses onto others and putting others down. That's what he does. And I know that can't be right. I know that's evil. I know, like, if there was good and evil, downing people all the time, that is not going to fall under the category of good. Not now, not ever. So I already know that's the wrong direction to go in. But some people don't get it, and they don't understand that, and they go in that direction, and I feel like they get sucked into whatever this is that they get sucked into. It's really sad, in my opinion, because I feel like some people have lost all discernment. And my question is why? What is it you think you see there? I always ask that question because my thing is that I have this belief that people think that there's some benefit to supporting the criminal. That there's a benefit in it for you, that it's going to benefit somehow. Well, what if I told you there's zero benefit to it? I mean, unless you're a Nazi, then, you know, you want to bring back the whole Adolf Hitler and Nazi thing, and you're into that, well, okay, I guess that's your thing. But if you're not into that, then why do that? Right? Why would you do that? And that's the whole thing. That's what really is, that's the issue. Why would you do that? And this is where I stand when it comes to, I'm looking at the polls, and I get a little down because whether she wins or loses, it lets me know that we're dealing with evil. Like this, I believe this entire election is now in a battle between good and evil. We live among evil people. And I don't know how many people realize this is not good, you guys, to have that many people willing to let it go to fascism or Nazism or whatever evil is planned. It's actually so disheartening because you would think there's more good, that there would be more desire to have good in our world. And it's painfully obvious that there are people who don't want anything good. They want more of whatever we endured over the last 8-9 years with this man. And I'm shocked, okay? I can't get over it. It just shocks me because I just feel like we've got to be better than this. There's got to be some decency left in America. But, you know, like I was about to say earlier, a lot of people were raised on this horrible, evil, political thing, and they've gotten used to it. They got numb to it. I'm looking at the planets, and other than looking at the retrogrades, the sun's at 1 degree of Scorpio. We're in Scorpio. Mercury's at 16. And by the way, happy Scorpio season to everybody. At 1 degrees and 12 minutes of Scorpio. And I think when things are in Scorpio, first of all, we might lose our balance and things might get a little dark. Mercury's also in Scorpio at 16 degrees. And today we had the moon at 28 degrees of Cancer sitting on my North Node, which is probably why I'm out here running my mouth. And that North Node, by the way, is trine Neptune at 27 degrees of Pisces, but it's also opposed Pluto at 29 degrees
of Capricorn. The good thing is Pluto is now direct and not retrograding, and soon it will be back in on the 19th of November. It will be back in Aquarius, and it will stay there for the next, well, until 2044. So it's going to be there for a long time. Anyway, I just wanted to just kind of go over where those planets were really, really quickly, because, some of you guys might be wondering, where are the planets today? Um, like I said, Mars is at 25 degrees of Cancer. I think I told you that. The Moon and Mars are conjunct right now. Also, that Mars is exactly sextile uh, Uranus, which is retrograde in Taurus. And I talked about the Mars and Uranus sextile before. Like, I just feel like uncertain, sudden, unexpected actions are occurring. And I think that's the, 46, 47% for Trump that's happening, which, some of you guys might be like, oh, 47%, that's not that great. And I'm like, get the heck out of here. He shouldn't even be in the 40s. That's, to me, it's so distressing. It makes me want to cry. Like, more than 40% people voted for them. Please tell me it doesn't end up like this. Is horrendous. So this is why I'm saying what I'm saying. To me, that is a nightmare. Like, that makes me feel so sad for our nation. Like, really. Like, the fact that we have not done better than that. It's embarrassing to me. I'm so ashamed of Black Trump voters. They shame me. I am ashamed of them, because this man is obviously a racist. And my thing is, even if he isn't, it's the fact that, like his son was out with his Nazi friends flying on the swastika and stuff like that. And it's just the idea that they're so grossly racist, and anyone of color would vote for that. It's not hidden. It's pretty obvious to me. So when I see that, I just want to, like, oh my gosh, it's just disgusting, really. I have so little respect for anyone who would vote in that way. I can't put it into words how gross that is to me, because of what it means to make that vote. And what can I do, right? Everyone has a right to do what they want, even if it's to their own detriment. I mean, it's not my place to tell them what to do, right? I can't do that for nobody. So it is what it is. Everybody's going to make their own decision. They're going to choose what they want. But it sure does bother me. And it doesn't make me feel safe as a person of color, because I wonder how much of the vote is racially motivated. And then it makes me feel insecure as a Black person in this country. So let's start with our reading. I'm on Scorpio, and I can't promise I'm going to do everybody, because I don't feel 12 readings in me. Okay, but I'm definitely going to do Scorpio because it's Scorpio season, and I want to do a reading for them. But Scorpio, it started out really great. He started out with the Eight of Wands, and then the Sun. I mean, right away you win the Eight of Wands and the Sun. I mean, my gosh, it's like saying, look, when you make a plan of action, when you make a plan, you win. When and it's going to come fast, the Scorpio. I think whatever this is coming in quickly, but you've got to plan it, and then you're going to win. Oh yeah, and use your intuition. Look at this with the Lovers and the High Priestess. The High Priestess is you using your intuition, Scorpio, but the Lovers card, maybe that's where your success is coming in. Maybe it's about love, a decision you're going to make about love. There's the Ace of Cups. Like, that's your ace. You're going to win. I think you're going to win in love. I think you're going to win in everything. There's a Seven of Swords. You've got options. You've got choices. you're thinking over the choices right now. You might even walk away from something that isn't working now to get your 8 of Cups because you know it's not working and you know you deserve better. Look at that, 10 of Wands. You're walking away again. Two walking away. You're walking away. Maybe it's a job. Maybe you've worked so hard, you're like, I'm done. Could be a relationship, but you're done. Look, Hangman, you're going to walk away. And I feel like when you do walk away, then you're going to take your time to get your equilibrium back, to get back into your center after that. And you might have to pray and meditate and all those things. But look at that. Page of Swords. You'll be thinking about different things, communicating about different things, and getting more information about stuff. But you can take your time and, get back into your center. Maybe even study, might go back to courses. Any of those things are possible with this reading. When I look at this, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, with the Hangman and the Ace of Cups here. Yeah. You had 2 8s too. And that is strength and willpower and ambition. This is about you getting ahead. I really do think this is about you getting ahead. And also, just with the Ace of Cups, you feeling emotionally fulfilled in everything. Like getting things that make you feel good about yourself. But like with the Hangman, this is you meditating and praying, getting into your center, doing binaural beats, listening to like all types of different solfeggio beats and stuff like that. Everything to get you back into that place. With the Lovers, maybe you got to make a decision about love. Maybe it's about finding that balance in love and doing that and using your intuition to do it, because that's what the High Priestess does. She's using her intuition. She's not basing it on just facts, but on something deeper than that. And Scorpios are known for that. But the fact that the sun is the main card for you. And it is Scorpio season. So this is you winning. You're definitely winning, whatever it is. So oh, look at this. On the bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. So it's money that will come in from you winning. So congratulations, Scorpio. That's a beautiful, beautiful reading that you just got. So congratulations to Scorpio out there. And I dropped a bunch of cards, so let me get the card. I don't know why that happened, but they spilled out everywhere. Oh, I hate it when they go in the middle of. How am I going to get this card out of there? Let's find another song, because this is going to take a minute. It's like stuck in the floorboard. I kid you not. Let me cut the music up. I do every time. I always joke about this. This is so funny. Oh my God. I joke about this, but it's true. It is so true. Oh my gosh. Craziness. I always joke that I come and I start these readings and I look so great and my makeup's perfect and everything's going perfect. And then all of a sudden, I end up getting discombobulated. And sure enough, isn't that what just happened? I'm totally discombobulated. So let me see if I can get these cards together, because they went in every direction. It's just crazy, the stuff that happens to me. I love this song. Hold on. I'll let this play a little louder while I shuffle. How's that? By the way, we're doing the sign of Sagittarius. My Saggy brothers and sisters. Because I'm a double Sagittarius in Eastern astrology, so I can't wait to see what we find out. Okay, let's see here. I just didn't want it to be so loud in case some people get upset at me with my loud music. I love loud music, especially party music, but not everybody likes party music like I do. Because I will party. I'll just put on disco or party music and party the whole time. Why am I getting similar cards after all this shuffling? Well, can you tell me why that happened? All this work, and that card was sticking out, and I knew I should have got it, and it fell on the floor because it wanted me to get it. Okay, one more card for you, Sagittarius. I'm going to try to get at least to Capricorn, okay? We're going to do that. We're going to at least do that. Okay. Wait. 2, 4, 6. You got an extra card. Oh, gosh. There was another card I wanted. It was extra cards. So, Saggy, I just realized I don't have my headset on. Hold on. Okay, Saggy, let's see. So you started out with the 3 of Cups. I feel like this is really kind of good in a way. This is you actually winning when you work with other people, I think, and celebrating, I think. Maybe with a group of people, maybe you've been in some project with other people. I feel like you are going to be successful when you work with other people. Look at that. You got the World on top of the 3 of Cups. But I just sense a celebration, maybe something you've done. Maybe it brought in money, it brought in success, something you've done with other people, Sagittarius, or something you could do with other people. The Queen of Swords. Now, this could be an Aquarius, a Gemini, a Libra, but it also could indicate that you've just been, first of all, maybe dealing with information, gathering information, getting details, making sure that everything is on the up and up, looking at things closely, you know what I mean? Making sure you're not getting duped, that type of thing. Because you might be getting an offer. There might be an offer of love even, or a job, or some kind of investment or something, and you want to make sure that everything is on the up and up. So you could be doing that. I do sense there could be some issue. The devil is there. And of course, the devil is someone who I think goes to excess. I always say it's the 7 deadly sins, but whenever I see the devil, there could be deception afoot. So you need to be careful. And it might be something you're aware of. So you might just be getting ready to walk away from that with this 8 of Cups, saying, okay, I see you. I know you've been, robbing me blind or whatever it is. And I'm walking away from that. Look at this. In the current position, 10 of Wands. It's been hard. You've been working hard at it. Whatever it is you're walking away from, well, you're walking away. And this is the second time these 2 cards, and I shuffled. And these 2 cards came out for Scorpio. So I think that I might be dealing with a Sagittarius with some kind of Scorpio that's prominent in their chart. And so whatever it is, Sag, it's about you walking away. It might have been a lot of hard work. And again, here's the Lover's card. I shuffled. I can't believe these cards came out again in this reading like this. So you might even be dealing with a Scorpio, Sagittarius, maybe, but this is something to do with love. And I just sense that maybe you're walking away from something because it didn't go right in love. You might even be married. Look at this Hierophant right after this. It could be, it might be about a commitment that didn't come, or commitment that needs to come or is coming. Whatever it is, I just sense you might be walking away. And I do sense this is about using your intuition. Again, I sense that this has something to do with Scorpio. I just do. There was an extra card that came out too, and it was the Temperance card. That's your card, Sagittarius. It's telling me no matter what is going on with this here, that you are going to need to have some patience. Like whatever it is, it's not going to happen right away. So, you have to develop patience. But my goodness, Sagittarius, you had 6 major arcana. I mean, there's the world. So this is definitely potential for material success and success in general. There's the devil. The devil sometimes makes us do things that we would not otherwise do, maybe for greed, maybe for lust, whatever. So it might be that the devil is a part of whatever this world card is. Like, I don't want you to do something downright dastardly or bad to get money, okay, or to get success. So the devil could be warning you of that, because that can be some excess there. It's the 7 deadly sins. It could have something to do with love, because here's the Lover's card. And it might just be about something not quite being right there with love, or with this commitment hierophant right there next to the Lover's card. Maybe there's something that's going on. You're going to have to use your intuition, High Priestess, to figure it out. And be patient, Temperance card, you, as you figure these things out. Just know that not everything is as you think it is, right? You might have to have some patience to figure it out. I sense at the bottom of the deck, there's fighting. Saggy, you could be even fighting with somebody because of something, I just get this whole vibe like, my man, you was with my man and you did this, and we've been together for 5 years, and you ain't got no right to be in the middle of what's going on. And I whatever this is, this storyline is in my head, and I'm thinking maybe with that Queen of Swords, you're going to do your investigating and find out what is going on, and determine that you're going to walk away from what's not working. Like, if it ain't working, it ain't working. Sometimes we try to force things to work that ain't working, but I don't sense that might not be working for you, Saggy. You see what I'm saying? So do what you have to, but do take your time and be patient. Don't rush into anything. You got that Temperance card. That's you, Saggy. So be patient. Take your time. Don't rush into anything. Okay? So right now I'm shuffling the cards for Capricorn, because I want to see what we're going to tell Capricorn, my Capricorn brothers and sisters. Because in Western astrology, I'm a double Capricorn. It drives me crazy, because I don't understand why in Eastern astrology I'm a double Sagittarius, and why in Western astrology I'm a double Capricorn, since I'm born January 5th. But the thing is, I guess January for them, I guess that's Sagittarius. I don't know. It's just craziness to me. So we're doing Capricorn, and the first card we got was a reversal, and I just sat here and tried to get these cards together, and we still got a reversal. So what's going on, Cappies? What is going on with us, Capricorn? What is happening, Capricorn? Capricorn. 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 Hey. Okay, Capricorn, what is going on here? There's always some kind of sadness with Capricorn. No matter what I card, no matter what I do, we always got something we're worried about. And I'm like, why, Cappies? Why? Why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we worry so about things like money and survival and, everything, really, Capricorn? We will whine about everything. I'm not taking that card because it's not a good card and it didn't need to come out. So I'm putting this here. We got our 10, and that's all I needed to get. Because I am not giving you a bad reading, Capricorn. We're going to start. Unfortunately, I got to tell you this. We got the 6 of Swords in reverse. Okay. And I just sense that for some Capricorns, and I'm going to check on this just to make sure with this deck, because it might be something else. But this is just telling me you are stuck on something. You are not moving away from the thing that you're supposed to be moving away from. You might be stuck in it. There's some difficulties accepting help, right? So you're not moving away the way you should. Like, if you got help and did it the right way, this might not be so bad. There's resistance to change. And and it might be horrible. Like change might be really hard too. That's the other thing. There's some weight and baggage from your past that some Capricorns are holding on to, and you're not letting it go. And that's, you're not moving on basically. And it's emotional. Look at this, King of Cups. King of Cups. This is, maybe you acting emotionally and being more emotional than not. Okay. I'm just saying. King of Cups sometimes is a Cancer, a Scorpio, a Pisces, and it could be someone who is emotionally supportive, someone coming in who brings emotional stability, any of that. You also have the Ace of Wands right after that. And I love that you've got the Ace of Wands here. This is creativity. And so that could be part of it, about you being creative in what you do. You've got the Eight of Wands. That's about you making a plan, maybe being creative with it so that you can get what you want. And then you got the Seven of Wands. So I feel like this does feel like it's about you making this plan, you making a plan of action, getting into your center. Maybe you've been off kilter. You've been maybe a little emotional with that King of Cups right there, not moving away from things, with the Six of Swords, just kind of staying in the bad place. So I feel like this is something that you've got to work on, because you've got the Nine of Swords too. Not just the Six of Swords, but the Nine of Swords. So you're having thoughts and dreams and nightmares and everything about this bad experience, this bad place, whatever it is you've not moved on from. Maybe it's something you could, but you've not, done so yet. And I'm hoping that you will, because in the current position is the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like your Ten of Pentacles wants to come into you, but you just got to get out of your head. Look at this Five of Swords right after that. You've been in your head, Capricorn, to the point that if this is about money, then you have been in your head and you're not making money because you're not making a plan of action to get the money. Here's the Eight of Pentacles. Look at this. Maybe you need to learn more skills. Maybe you are in the middle of learning more skills. Whatever it is, I think about making money, and it is about you getting out of your head and making money. The great thing is that the last card is the Queen of Pentacles, and that is you, Capricorn. Thank God we showed up in our own reading, and we got the Eight of Pentacles, which is also Capricorn. So I feel like the secret to getting out of whatever this funk that you're in mentally is about you figuring out how you're going to get to your pentacles, get to your money. Nothing makes Capricorn happier than making money and being in a good place financially. On the bottom of the deck, Page of Cups. Yeah, I guess sometimes you might be feeling like, yeah, when pigs fly, but maybe this is that time when pigs fly. And it might be that you get some support from someone that you didn't expect it from. This might be a when pigs fly situation. Sometimes things go bad or go well, depending on what it is that we're doing. And we don't understand why it is that certain things happen the way they do. But in this case, I think this is your opportunity. You know what gets me, Capricorn? I just went through the check, and you do not have any major arcana. Now, you have a Ace of Wands, but you have the 5, 6. Oh, okay. These are wands. Okay, it wasn't all of them. Okay, good. That made me feel better. But yeah, you have the Ace of Wands and the King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. I wonder if there's a Cancer hanging around you, Capricorn, or thinking about you, or wanting something to do with you. I just sense that this is going to be about money, with the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles. And, maybe you'll get support from a King of Cups, a supportive male who is a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. So maybe that's what it is, okay? Anyway, Capricorn, I hope that this resonated with you, and I hope that you get what it is that you want, get out of your head, and move into, manifesting something positive in your life. And, just staying away from the negative. Stay out of your head. I just sense that you were in your head a lot, Capricorn. Worried about money. I sense some Capricorns have been worried about money. But if you use your creativity with that Ace of Wands, that's a lot of creativity. And I just sense that you've got something good coming with that Ace of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like when you use your creativity, Capricorn, you're going to be able to get to that money with that. So just remember that, okay? Stay creative. I'm going to go and do Aquarius. I think I got enough in me to also do Aquarius. So let's see what we got to tell the sign of Aquarius. See what's up for Aquarius. And yeah, let's see what we're going to tell Aquarius. Oh, that came right out for Aquarius. Okay. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. One more. I see a card here. I don't think I'm supposed to pull that card. It was just sticking out, but I don't know if that was your card. So let's see if we get a card that comes out. I like grabbing the poppers. That's why it's taking a little bit longer. And we had too many cards come out, so let's try again. There we go. So Aquarius, your first card was the Eight of Swords. First of all, whenever I see the Eight of Swords, I always think about Aquarius anyway, because, you know, the swords rule the air signs. But it is indicative of someone who thinks that they're trapped or stuck, and they're not. Like, you can do things, you can move around, you're not stuck. You don't have to be stuck. I mean, I feel like you are, Aquarius. You might feel like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. But the truth is you can. Maybe you need the help from your friends, Three of Cups. I feel like maybe that's the secret. Maybe you are someone, Aquarius is like being with other people. And you might need to have other people work with you on a project or something where you feel stuck. And maybe by injecting other people in, getting them involved in whatever you're doing, it might give you more get up and go and whatever to get things done. Here's the Eight of Wands. Yeah, a plan of action. Make that your plan of action, working with other people. And I feel like once you get on the right road toward your plan of action, things are going to go really quick for you. We got the Five of Cups. The only thing I feel like here with the Five of Cups is that you might be feeling like that you're stuck. You know what I mean? You might be feeling stuck. The Five of Cups, emotionally. Like, you might be emotional over a couple of things, but you might be feeling stuck. But here's the Ten of Cups. I feel like maybe you're dreaming of your Ten of Cups and maybe you don't got it. I just sense stuckness. Or that feeling of feeling trapped. You're not. There's also the Six of Cups. Yeah, and you're thinking back, I think, maybe of a time when you didn't feel trapped or stuck, or when you felt like things were going easier or better in your life, and right now you just feel like it's not doing right. But I feel like all you need to do is make a good plan of action, maybe work with the right people if you're not working with the right people, or you're working alone, and things are going to work and you'll end up getting success. Here's the World card, right in the current position. Yeah, stop thinking back on the past. Stop thinking back on what didn't work. Think about what you can get. Ace of Swords. This is definitely winning. This is guaranteed success. The World, and then the Ace of Swords. But I feel like maybe you need to heal. Four of Swords. Maybe some Aquariuses do need to heal. You know, from a mental standpoint, maybe you've been through a lot and you just need to take that time and get yourself back into the right place. Yeah, look, the Hangman, final card. It's about getting back into your center. You somehow, I feel like, Aquarius, you might have gotten off kilter, off center in some way. And, you know, the funny thing is when that happens, we got to take the time to get back, get our ish back. You know, sometimes we had a bad experience, but we don't want to stay in that, right? We don't want to live in that bad moment, in that bad experience. And so this might be about you healing from whatever it is you've been through. so that you can move forward and move towards something better. You had 2 8s, and I love that this is willpower, drive, and ambition. And maybe that's what it takes is willpower, drive, and ambition to get things done. I mean, with the Ace of Swords, my goodness, that's like guaranteed success. Whenever I see that, you only had 2 major arcana. You had the World and Hangman. And this just kind of tells me like, hey, when I heal myself, when I'm healed, I can achieve anything. Like success is mine. I will be victorious. I will have success. And yeah, here's the Knight of Swords. And this is Aquarius, in my opinion, Knight of Swords. Just literally fighting for what you want, gathering information, intel, learning all the things that you need to learn so that you can be successful and to get that world that you want, to get the material success that you want. You might feel like you have to fight for it. Either way, I feel like you're capable of getting it. So good luck, Aquarius. Good luck in achieving all the things that you really want to achieve and getting all the things you really want to get. I really believe that this might be your opportunity. So realize you're not trapped. Exercise your drive, will, and ambition. Work with other people when you have to. Get out of the doldrums and realize that you have the potential to get everything you want. Whatever you went through in the past that didn't work out, you are not there no more. You do not have to be stuck with what did not work 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. You are not there. Okay. So you guys, I'm 1 hour in and I'm kind of exhausted. It's a Wednesday. I promise I'll come back whether I will record tonight or tomorrow, and I will record the rest, and we'll be starting with the sign of Aries, okay, or Pisces, right? The next one is Pisces, right? So I will do that soon. I wanted to get to Taurus, but I'm feeling a little tired, and since I'm still recovering, I want to make sure I don't overdo. I've been learning how to do that more. Since I found out about me being a generator and really trying to listen to my body, not force myself, because I'm a 6-2 generator in human design. And I'm what they call the role model, the hermit role model. And so it's one of those things where I sometimes will push myself to finish things, to do things, to eat all of it, all those things. And I'm learning how to not force myself, not push myself to the point of exhaustion. And that's why I did those I think 4 or 5 readings, and that's all I did tonight. I will be back to finish the others, and I want to thank you for listening and supporting Astrology, A Look Inside. If you have not already done so, take a moment to like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I'm posting new things to this channel. And share it with your friends. Tell everybody about Astrology, Look Inside, because I talk about all kind of stuff, about current affairs as well as astrology. And I just want to be a support to everybody. Okay, that's my goal. And I will be back either Friday or Saturday with more information for everybody. Okay, again, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'm going to put a link to my website and other things. So do check us out and go support the websites and all that kind of stuff. Okay, much love to you, many blessings. Let's party on out of here. Let's go. Hey, 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 hey. We'll party. Hey. Much love, many blessings, and remember, if you're American, remember to vote. Vote, 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 vote. Vote blue if you know what to do. Vote blue. Hey, I hope y'all understand the assignment. You know what I'm saying? Vote blue. Vote blue. You know what to do. Hey, I'm out of here. Much love, everybody. Blessings. Much love. I always have so much fun doing this.